Hello everybody, it's Bill's That College Football Guy here with yet another video. Now we're talking about stories of week 4. Now we do a little bit of a housekeeping, as it were, regarding the channel, first and foremost off the jump. Did a video a couple weeks ago called Stand Up Rank Up about the subscriber rankings as well as the standings for that little fantasy thing I've been doing, the fantasy conferences we created. JY and Steve for the Big Mountain, as well as Steven STB Castle on YouTube. Didn't get great on there, but I realized the fact it's not going to have that much weight when football ends. And I was originally only going to do the Fifth Down show for during the season. I realized, you know what? I need an anchor point of this channel. Something to focus on. College football's on Saturdays, and other than the first few weeks of the year, first week of the year, week 1, when we had Sunday, Monday, that whole mess, Sunday's the day off of college football. So I decided, you know what we're going to do? The Fifth Down show is going to be a weekly show year-round. Going to have, obviously during the week, during the college football season, going to shout out the subscriber schools that won. I'm going to do the 5-star performers, the schools that need to hit the gym, whether they ran out of gas, whatever. This just looked really, really horrible winning games, but they somehow did. And then, of course, the ones that did something so stupid you made you say, what the blue hell. The stand-up rank-up is going to be part of the Fifth Down show. I'm just going to move that back over into that. Also, going to be happening in there's going to be news, because I have one here about some news that happened. News on there. If I did a standalone video for during the week, I'd say, there was something going on with the NCAA running this rule, but you know what? I'm going to give you a little bit of quick synopsis, but if you want more details, I did a video a few days ago. Please go check that out. Kind of something like that, to let you know what's going on. As well as at the end of the show is going to be previews of the next week's games, or there will be news, like I said, of current events going on in college football off season. So we're going to do things here. So in that spirit, let's start off with the news, which is going to be something coming up here, but that's not for this. That's going to be for the Fifth Down show. But, yeah, there's some stuff that happened in the week. Some of the stuff is just smaller that, didn't really feel like doing a whole video on it. Besides, I'd rather do some of the scenarios. I come up with a scenario, or the ones that you guys suggest we've done before. I mean, everybody and their mother just said everybody UCLA's falling down, and Sean Foster got fired, so it's kind of moot point to do anything about that. But we'll get some stuff done. I'm always welcome suggestions for ideas for videos. If I like it, I'm going to do it. First off, the stories of week 4 of the game. We got a bunch we're going to go over here. One is actually today, Friday. And this could be a source of comedy and could be a what the blue hell moment. Tulsa 1-2 Tulsa at 1-1 Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's favored in this game, but the simple question I'm asking you is this: if Tulsa goes into Stillwater and beats Oklahoma State, does that spell the end of Mike Gundy? Because they're going to lose a lot of games, and you lose to Tulsa. It might be the nail in the coffin. I'm not sure, but that's something to talk about. All right, other games we're talking about here. How about Arkansas, 2-1 Arkansas at 3-0 Memphis? Arkansas, Memphis' head coach is more interested in talking trash about Georgia than he does about his own team. I don't know if that's deflection or what. Ryan Silverfield. I'll put it this way. Arkansas could get a good win if they win this game. But if Memphis, at home, I believe Memphis is at home, pulls off the win, does this reignite the process of Sam Pittman possibly being fired? With a victory over Arkansas, does Ryan Silverfield get his name kind of on the short list for G5 coaches for P4 jobs for the offseason? Something to think about. And a rivalry game that may not be happening again for the long, long while, and that's the battle for the Iron Skillet. We're talking SMU at TCU. 2-1 SMU at 2-0 TCU. There's gonna be a fight for this one because it's last been a while. They say, "Oh, it doesn't mean much." Yeah, actually, it does. They're gonna be low key, but yeah, this one means something. Because in fact, they're gonna have bragging rights for a while. So this one is going to mean more. I don't know how it's gonna go here. This is a pretty damn good game. It's gonna be a damn good one, close one. Who's gonna want it more? That's literally what this one's gonna come down to. Who wants it more? Okay, the not-so-Civil War. 0-3 Oregon State at 3-0 Oregon. Man, was I was so terribly wrong about Oregon State. What the blue hell? If Oregon State does a respectable showing here, I think things can be okay. But if Oregon, who has been, seems like the scoreboard has no limit, blows out Oregon State and they start 0-4, does Trent Bray go from the hot seat to the on fire seat? It's going to be, they get blown out of this one and possibly, I don't know. I don't know if Oregon State might want to hit the reset button. I don't know. We'll see. It's not looking good for Oregon State. 3-0 Tulane at 2-0 Ole Miss, or 3-0 Ole Miss. This game could be good. Ole Miss has got the firepower. They're at home. Can Tulane go into Oxford and pull off the upset? I don't know if they can, but I'm definitely not saying they can't. Ole Miss falls asleep. Tulane can beat them. So this will be interesting. 2-1 Michigan at 3-0 Nebraska. The battle of the young cornerbacks. Bryce Underwood versus Dylan Raiola. Michigan needs this game to prove the fact that their young quarterback is good. Nebraska needs to prove this game that, hey, we can actually beat upper-level Big Ten teams and we're actually somewhat back. So this is important for both of them. Who's going to win this? Nebraska's at home. That's going to have some meaning to it, but I don't know. I mean, Dylan's got one more year experience than Bryce does, but still. This is going to be an interesting game to watch. I mean, this is another case of perhaps who wants it more. Next up, we're talking 1-2 Florida at 3-0 Miami. If Miami does what they've been doing and beats the brakes off of Billy Napier in Florida, put it this way. If Miami blows out Florida, is there any way you see that Billy Napier can keep his job other than beating Georgia in the cocktail party? I look at it this way. Losing to Miami wouldn't be bad. As a Tennessee fan, I hate saying this, but it's true. Florida has owned Tennessee in the swamp. They have. They've owned Tennessee in the swamp the last decade plus. If the Vols go down to Florida, into the swamp, and beat Florida, that might be the impetus that gets Billy Napier fired. It may be the Tennessee game. If he loses the Tennessee game, then okay, we win this game every year. Now no, hell no. You've lost the Tennessee game more than you won. No, bye, see ya. I think that might be what actually sets things up. Now we're talking about the Apple Cup. 2-0 Washington at 2-1 Washington State. Washington State looked a lot better than I thought they were going to look. Washington, everybody's saying, oh, I'm just not impressed with Washington. They got to prove something to me. Washington State's a good, solid opponent here. Could Washington State, could Wazoo pull off the upset 2 years in a row? Last year, now they're at home. It's going to be a battle. Can they pull it off? I'm not going to say they can't. It's going to be an uphill battle without a doubt, but I won't say it's impossible. Here's a couple of 3 games for me. These are 3 I put on there. I think that have a little bit of interest here. That is one of the games that's being featured in the top 3 is considered an eliminator game, but it's not. This one could be a Big 12 title eliminator game. I got a damn fly in here. 2-1 Arizona State at 2-1 Baylor. Loser of this game, that's early, but that could be deciding this game. This literally is a game that could eliminate somebody from the title hunt. for the Big 12 championship because Arizona State, either one of these two with the stump with, you think they're going to get back into it? The loser of this? I think they talk about one of the three we're talking about, Texas Tech, Utah. That's one of the three I'm making picks on. As a Big 12 title eliminator game? No, this game is the Big 12 title eliminator game. Arizona State and Baylor. If either one of them lose to the other, forget it. They're out. And both know it. And Arizona State travels to Waco. This is going to be a damn good one. A game that I actually put on the thing for voting here. 2-0 BYU at 2-1 East Carolina. BYU has looked good. This is the game I'm thinking that they might overlook. And East Carolina, the Pirates, are not to be overlooked. Could they pull off this win? Absolutely they could. Could BYU beat them by 40? Yeah. If BYU thinks all they have to do is show up to beat East Carolina, they're going to catch their first L of the year. They come in on for a fight, they'll get the win. But this game is a game you can't overlook. This is one of those ones you can get caught sleepwalking in. You're going to wonder what the hell happened as you get that loss going back home on the plane. And this game we may not be seeing for a while because they're going to be in two different conferences. The battle for the golden screwdriver. I was like, are you serious? That's a trophy between you two? The battle for the golden screwdriver. And records, you're going like, huh? 3-1 Fresno State at 3-1 Hawaii. Huh? Yeah. One of these games that have 4 wins. I had Fresno State not doing that good. I thought Hawaii could beat winning games. So this is a game that I think that it could be very, very competitive. Fresno traveling to Honolulu. Maybe the last time this rivalry game gets played in a long while. Someone can clear me up if it's being rescheduled as part of the non-cons because Fresno State joins the Pac-12 next year. It's going to be an interesting one. And Fresno can't overlook Hawaii, and Hawaii can overlook Fresno. This is going to be a late-night game, the last game of the evening. It's going to be that closer game for the bettors. It's going to be a damn good one. Now, let's get into those 3 games that I made picks for. Doing them in order. How they appear on the schedule. 3-0 Texas Tech at 3-0 Utah. Some people call this the game of the week, the Big 12 game of the year. Utah is a 3-point home favorite. You get 3 points for being at home, so basically means this is a pick 'em. Is this the game? Without a doubt, you're in the driver's seat, front runner right now for being the lead of the Big 12. Without a doubt. Can the loser come back into this? Yes, and some people said, and I've heard other people saying this, you can get 2 teams from the Big 12 might make the CFP. With strength of schedule being a very, very important factor in it this time around, you need to have 2 teams with 1 loss or less in the Big 12 title game to have any shot at getting to. Both of your best teams, loss-wise, need to be there. That's going to be important. Just because this possibly removes the other one. The loser of this game removes them from a rematch. No, it doesn't. But it's going to go a long way towards determining who it's going to be. 2 teams that have not exactly played stellar competition, but have gotten undefeated. Now their test is against each other. Some people call this the battle of smoke and mirrors. I'm not quite sure about that. But we're going to see. If this is a blowout one way or the other, we're like, oh, maybe they weren't as good as we thought they were. If it's a knockdown, drag-out fight all the way to the end, hey, we'll see that. But it's going to be a damn good game. I'm going to look forward to that one. But in the pick, though, Utah's only getting 3 at home. I'm taking Texas Tech plus 3. Because if you can't defend home field, I'm worried about you. So I'm picking Texas Tech plus 3. All right, next up, the Jackson Arnold Bowl. 3-0 Auburn on the road at 3-0 Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a 7-point home favorite. Jackson Arnold comes back home, so to say, back to Norman, where he just came from. This is basically, wait, Jackson Arnold is not going to beat Oklahoma on his own. He has not, the last time, the internet's correct, we'll see about this. The last time Jackson Arnold threw for over 300 in a game was his first ever start, which was the Alamo Bowl against Arizona in 2023. And he threw for 361 yards. I'm not sure it's accurate, but he didn't do it last year. This defense, the Oklahoma defense, Coach Brent Venables knows Jackson Arnold very, very well. Nothing he does is going to sneak up on him. They're going to know what his tendencies are, what he does, when he's on there, what he gets spooked on. And you're on the road. So the key is for Auburn to win this game, Auburn has to run the football. Auburn's going to have to run this ball down the field and do play action off to give Jackson Arnold a chance. If they don't, they shut the run down, you're asking Jackson Arnold to out-gunsling John Mateer, who's right now, in most people's eyes, including mine, the front runner for the Heisman right now. Do I think he's going to do it? No. So I'll give up the 7 points. I'm taking Oklahoma -7. And the last one of the year, which anyone would have thought that this would have been this a couple years ago, would have thought this, would have thought you were crazy. 3-0 Illinois at 3-0 Indiana. Indiana is a 6-point home favorite. This is going to be a very, very interesting game. Kind of very evenly matched, to be honest with you. I mean, this is going to be really damn good. Can Fernando Mendoza slice up the Illinois defense? I don't know if he can. This is going to be interesting for him. Illinois, I'll make it simple. Whichever quarterback can slice up the opposing defense is going to win this game. But this game, I think, is going to be match for match the whole way through. Got a horsefly with a mental problem. So, knowing that going on here, it's going to be really, really tough. Really, really tough to get. It's going to be nip and tuck the whole way, and I think it's going to be a field goal game. So, if I consider it a field goal game, give me Illinois +6. Because if Indiana wins +3, I cover. But it's going to be a damn good game. We had a lot of even damn good games here. So, I've done enough yapping on this one. Why don't you let me know what you think about all this down in the comments. So, again, thanks everybody for watching the video. If you haven't done it already, do me the favor. Smash the like button, hit the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm, helps the video be seen by more people. Again, comment on the video. I'm going to go through my picks real quick. I've got Texas Tech +3 at Utah. I've got Oklahoma -7 at home against Auburn. And I've got Illinois +6 on the road at Indiana. Agree with my picks or not, I'm thinking it's on there another game. Like one of the games that I didn't mention in here is, some will call it the Fraud Bowl. 3-0 USC hosting 3-0 Michigan State, or almost the other way around. Which one's the real team? Which one isn't? I don't... Get 5-0 with either one of you, and I'll start taking you serious. Because right now, both of you are disappointing me, so I can't take either one of you seriously right now. But let me know what the picks I did. Let me think about it down in the comments. Share the video if you want to. If you haven't done already, check out the other videos that I've done. If you like it, hey, subscribe to the channel. On the way to 2K. Trying to make some magic happen. You want to follow me on X, the link is in the description. Again, thanks everybody for watching. Fifth Down Show will be on Sunday. I'm working on a video for next week. We heard the billionaire's idea for revamping college football. I'm doing a little bit of a deep dive on that one. I haven't sure when I'm going to put it out yet, because I'm still working on the research for it. That's going to be out next week too. If you have any ideas for videos, you know me, I'm willing to listen to it and put up a subscriber scenario for something you think might happen. But the billionaire, I've got Corey, whatever the hell his name is, Cody, all of the media partners joining together in a conglomerate. They tried that with that stupid streaming app, and that failed miserably. I gotta double check that that's actually true. But if it is, yeah, this is an epic fail before it ever gets started. But I'll do more research and let you know about that. So again, thanks everybody for watching. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. College football tonight. Got a few good games, and tomorrow. So again, thanks everybody for watching. Hope everybody's having a great day. Be safe and please be good to each other.